Hi guys, welcome to Traveler's Tales by Uncle Chan. I've got good news guys, good news. A 46-year-old Swiss hiker was successfully airlifted to a hospital in Bali after suffering multiple injuries in a fall while trekking on Gunung Rinjani. The incident occurred while the group was descending towards Segara Anak Lake after reaching the summit. The Swiss hiker was descending the Pelawangan trail towards Danau Segara Anak on the 16th of July 2025 when the accident occurred, according to the Mount Rinjani National Park Authority BTNGR, Balai Taman Nasional Gunung Rinjani. According to the chief, Pak Yarman, I quote, "Rescue teams sprang into action after the incident was reported at 11:25 local time. A joint operation involving park officials, medical personnel, the Rinjani Squad, the National Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, forest rangers and volunteers was quickly mobilized and the victim was evacuated by helicopter to a hospital in Bali. A preliminary medical report stated that the victim has sustained fractures to his thigh and arm, along with some bleeding near the eye. Then, on the very next day, 26-year-old Dutch hiker by the name of Sarah also fell on the way down from Sembalun to the lake at the floor of the caldera.
Semua bahwa kami dari Taman Nasional Gunung Rinjani mendapat informasi adanya tamu berwarga negara Belanda, Nederland atas nama Sarah. Sarah berumur sekitar 26 tahun terjatuh di sekitar Pelawangan ke danau juga di sekitar itu sekitar jam 13.25 kita dapat informasi itu kita dengan bersama-sama dan tim terpadu artinya Basarnas dan teman-teman menyiapkan semua peralatan apa segala termasuk personel untuk langsung menerjunkan personel kami ke lokasi kebetulan juga artinya memang ada petugas kami yang di atas di Pelawangan untuk segera mencapai lokasi yang bersangkutan tadi informasi tadi ini barusan sekitar jam 17.30 korban sudah sampai di Depasar Kuta
pakai heli. Kalau di kedalaman berapa deh?
Sekitar 20-an 30 lah sekitar gitu informasi.
Dia terpleset atau gimana?
Ya, sekitar terpleset.
Dia naiknya dari Sembalun.
Naik dari Sembalun.
A rescue team received information about the accident at about 13:25 hours, and by 1700 hours, Sarah had arrived at the hospital in Depasar or Kuta, Bali. Again, the weather was deemed to be sufficiently good for helicopter evacuation. Safety is our top priority, Pak Yarman said, thanking all involved for their swift and professional response. Well done. Yes, this time it was swift and professional. If only they were also swift and professional the last time. Of course, I'm talking about the incident that happened 3 weeks ago when 26-year-old Brazilian hiker Juliana Marins died after tumbling down a ravine on the summit trail of Rinjani. Some commenters on my previous video blame the victim, listing her mistakes and vehemently denying any inadequacy on the part of the rescue team. Someone even said that my opinions are all based on imagination. I'll leave that comment in place so everyone can see what kind of a troll he is. One joker even said that Italy and New Zealand had successful helicopter rescues on volcanoes because the volcanoes there are less dangerous. Now, according to this joker, a helicopter rescue on Rinjani is even more impossible than a helicopter rescue in the Himalayas. Check out the video from the first accident. Does the weather look good to you? Kabut semua, and the team managed to pull it off. The casualty was also wrapped in foil blanket to keep him warm. That's professional. It can be done. That keyboard warrior just got a slap on his face. Having said that, I'm very glad that the folks at the helm are responsible and reasonable people who recognize their shortcomings and inadequacies. The real Indonesians I've worked with are humble people who always ask for my feedback and apologize for any kurangan, shortfall, or inadequacy. It's only when people recognize that there is room for improvement that they can improve. Now, thankfully, the keyboard warriors and denialists are not in charge, and the standard of rescue has gone up.
You safe, sir?
Meanwhile, Indonesian authorities have advised hikers to exercise caution, while the Indonesian Ministry of Tourism has urged the use of certified guides and licensed trekking operators. This is another area that needs to be tidied up. What is needed are ways to restore tourist confidence. These are the actions that will benefit Lombok's economy, not denial and attack on critics.